better as this tournament goes on. But Danny Noppert's been playing some pretty good stuff himself. Saw Dimitri Vandenberg, he's had a 9-darter, he thrashed Peter Wright, and then saw Luke Humphries last night. He's going pretty well. Chris Mason alongside me for this one. The freeze has got it all to do, but as we said, he's a former champion here. He knows how to win this event.
Yeah, and he's already taken care of one Luke.
It's Danny to throw
Can
first.
he take care of this
on.
one? He has beaten him before in a European Tour semi-final. 7 legs to 4, and that was towards the back end of last year. But he's also been beaten in the Slam semi-final by Luke last November, 16-9. And the only time they played
100
over this distance was in the Players' Championship finals in the round of 16. On that occasion, Luke won 10-3. What he's got to do is be super efficient like he was in his last couple of matches in terms of finishing in the early stages, because it has looked like you get opportunities against Littler, but you've got to take them, and then that gives you that cushion you might need when he's going to go on one of those spells, those mind-boggling spells of 12, 13, 14 and 15 dart legs and lower in his case.
Yeah, well, it's an intriguing
91
matchup. We know 2 of our final 4, Josh Rock and James Wade. Still to come, Johnny Clayton and Gilwyn Price, the all-Welsh affair. Noppert looking at a big finish. Now this would be some way to start, wouldn't it?
131.
Short of the target.
Yes, my apologies to all my Welsh friends.
Oh, we're going fishing. Well, they both had a go with a big outshot in the opening leg.
Would have been an early bite at the bullseye.
Game shot on the first leg, Danny Noppert. Second leg is Luke to throw first. Game on.
That was a 13-dart hole, but he still had to watch Littler have a dart at the ball to win the leg against the darts.
140.
Yeah, there's the double 10. He's going to have to take the chances that are afforded to him.
58.
If he is going to cause an upset here. The early signs are looking pretty ominous from the Nuke.
£15,000 cash game, this one. Loser walking away with 20 grand, winner guaranteed 35.
131.
You don't want to be blasé to say, I don't think Luke Littler's too bothered about the cash.
80.
Well, there is that, Wills.
Yeah. He has, by his standards, had a bit of a slow start, didn't he, Littler, to the tournament?
95. Look,
Dukes had chances to beat him, but couldn't put him away.
Yeah, for sure. It's at those times. I mean, it's a good job there. You know, I think that's why he has sometimes been vulnerable in the shorter race matches, because you can sort of get at him a little bit.
60. Look, you require
And even
111.
Gary had his chances early on before he just went ballistic.
Double 17 is hit. That leaves tops.
71.
Well,
And he require 157.
look at a big outshot in the last leg. Not going to get a go at the double this time.
91. Look, you require 40.
He's left 66 just in case. He loves 10s. This is his... Ooh.
30.
Well, normally at his absolute best, that's a given that the double 10 is found.
Yeah. Well, he's hit the treble. That gives him 2 bites of the cherry. Use that dart.
Game
that is good. That is good from Noppert. Pounces on the Littler error.
To throw first.
And it's 2-0 early
Game
on.
He's missed 1 at the ball. 3 at 40.
$136.
That was 4, wasn't it?
He had
1 dart at the end of the previous turn.
Noppert here has got the advantage. If he can hold his throw, he knows he's going to go in at the first mini interval. in front, guaranteed.
Yeah, and so psychologically, that's a huge thing.
80. 135.
Easier said than done, of course.
Yeah, listen, it was no different to MVG's reign at the top and Phil Taylor's. You know, they weren't absolutely at their brilliant best every time they played, but their B, even C game was sometimes enough, because you don't play the board, you end up playing the player, and
Danny
that, of course, is
145.
off-putting. He's got 6 at this for 3-0.
He has. He's hit the treble, so it'll be treble 15. Oh, he's found it. Tops for a 3-0 lead.
125.
There's a couple of big finishes where he's missed the double.
140.
He had 2 goes at it anyway.
20.
Eases the pressure. This for a good start. Oh, then holds his nerve, holds his throat, and it's 3-0, and Littler, well, needs to get a leg on the board sooner rather than later.
140.
When a player is absolutely flying and taking their chances, or not offering up a chance, like we saw with Wade against MVG. I mean, MVG averaged 100.45 in that match and won just 3 legs of 13 that were played.
Yeah. 90.
Saw a Tysky earlier on. He finished really well, pretty much for 2/3 of that game, but then just lost his finishing power at the end, and it cost him.
That was sneakily a good match. That it's just sort of the pace of it, isn't it?
55.
You can sometimes forget how good a game that was.
Yeah.
I mean, Rock finished with a 99.06.
Yeah, he was fantastic, certainly in the latter part of that match.
100.
Rock and Wade already through. Clayton and Price to come. Will it be Littler or Noppert?
140.
Well, Littler's going to get a look at the finish in this leg. He's missed 5 darts already at a double. The treble would be interesting here.
140.
That's the question.
76.
It's only going to be 1 at tops.
This
time, the world champion, the world #1, finds the range. Gets his first leg of this quarter-final.
He's been pretty useful as well in quarter-finals in his career so far. He's only lost 2, and he's yet to lose a semi-final, is he? If he makes it, it'll be his 16th semi-final. The 15 previous ones, he's never lost.
That is some stat, isn't it? That is some stat. Get him early, or you're probably not going to get him at all.
100.
I mean, credit to Danny. This is his 17th Premier Event quarter-final, and he's only lost 5.
125.
Noppert, certainly I think I'd say a better player now than when he won the UK Open. Without a doubt, he's a better player now.
Absolutely.
96.
He's yet to hit a max in this one, but that's something that's seriously improved in his match play.
Yeah. 96.
But he's under it here, and Littler might be about to get a break back. It's a good visit, but Littler first in then for the 140. Not going to go, so Noppy's going to get a chance for a 4-1 lead.
100. Danny require 120.
Done this literally hundreds and hundreds of times. Oh, could go bull here.
He's having to think about it. Oh, he couldn't get through.
Good effort.
That was probably the worst outcome for him, that first dart, wasn't it? Tops then for 3-2. Back-to-back legs for the Nuke. Danny Noppert raced into a 3-0 lead, but Luke Littler has pulled a couple of legs back at the first interval. It's Noppert who leads the Nuke by 3 legs to 2. final day of action here at the UK Open. It's the third of our quarterfinals, and Danny Noppert has got a 3-2 advantage. He did lead 3-0, but the Nuke won back-to-back legs, averaging over 102 in the opening exchanges. But Noppert, I think, will be pretty satisfied, Chris Mason, with a start to his afternoon's work.
Yeah, totally agree. There wasn't too much he could do because the Nuke was pretty blistering in the final 2 legs of that first mini session. We'll have a break after a further 5 legs, and then we play to a winner. We just hope it'll be as tight as this one is now. But that was a break of throw, so well, we're effectively back on
where we should be. Yeah. That looks pretty relaxed.
To throw first. Game on.
He looks to level up the match. Missed a few doubles in the early exchanges, but tidied up that element of his game to get those 2 legs on the board.
Yeah, and this is where not being a
140
mile behind is a huge bonus, because you know, if there is a spell from Littler, you could potentially still be in it. If he runs into a 4-1 lead and then goes on a bit of a run, you're in a world of trouble.
Yeah. As you said, another
60.
break. You want to be at least level, Noppert, at that next interval.
Yeah. After 10, you want to be in and around 5 apiece, or 6-4 up. I mean, he'd love to win this session again, 3-2, and that's where he'll find himself.
That's the plan.
60. Look, you require 161.
Well, doesn't have to go for it.
He loves to entertain.
97.
He rarely turns down anything, especially in the early stages.
Well, this is going to add a bit of pressure.
180. Look, you require 64.
One at tops.
Game shown the 6th flag.
Worrying signs
Danny to throw first.
for
Game on.
Danny Noppert fans right now.
Yeah, that's 3. 1 dart finishes he's
97.
had. Tops hit. And we've got a level match. The second leg was a bit of a slow one, but the rest of it's been pretty good.
Yeah, well, he's been immaculate, hasn't he? Missed the ball for the 170, then 4 at 40. Since then,
96.
he has been perfect.
He has.
45.
Well, pretty much perfect. Visit perfect.
Even the best have an off visit.
Yes.
Not many, but the odd one.
There's a little in it in terms of averages.
140.
Littler under 0.29, Noppert under 0.32.
Yeah. Has left a bogey finish, but it won't matter, because even if Littler had have hit a max, he couldn't have gone out on his next visit. So he's got 2 visits at it. He's setting about the 168. Now, don't do a Gary Anderson here. Whatever you do, Danny, don't do a Gary Anderson and bust the 168.
128.
That was bizarre.
It was.
Do a Gezi. Oh no.
50.
There we go, look. I've no
Now
reason to leave 170 apart from the fact that he wants to entertain.
Yeah, well, tops for Noppert. Becomes 2 10s.
Game shown the 7th flag.
Could be a bit of mind games as well thrown in there.
Well, he admitted, didn't he? He's not a big fan of the afternoons, Luke. He'd rather play on an evening. Which, by and large, he normally does, doesn't he? But
98.
I think that goes for the vast majority of players. Certainly wouldn't have enjoyed the 9:30 starts back in the old BDO days.
Look at that, 103.49. He's making light work of leg number 8. This is magnificent.
140.
Looking
very, very tidy indeed, isn't it? Now it's well, this was similar to the Gary Anderson situation, wasn't it? It was probably a little, well, maybe around this point that he really started to hit the afterburner and go through the gears.
76.
And he seems to go through the gears so
require
quickly, but this is for a
40.
10-darter.
it is.
Game
No nonsense
on the eighth
from
leg,
Littler.
Luke Littler.
They're all level
Ninth
at
leg is
4
Danny to
apiece.
throw
This is
first.
high quality
Game
stuff
on.
indeed. A 10-dart leg. All of a sudden the
90.
pressure swings back to Noppert.
Yeah, this is where a player can sometimes just sort of wilt a little bit because it's relentless leg on leg pressure. Just feel like you can't breathe.
100.
He's finally poised the match and the leg. It's quite warm in here today, isn't it? Both players are looking a little bit
58.
flush, aren't they?
Yeah, well, Friday and Saturday was bitterly cold. Well, Thursday was a beautiful spring day. It was about
100.
18 degrees in the car coming down.
It's a long day, a double session again here, and this is a perfect setup from Noppert.
140.
But Littler will be looking to get close range finish here.
93.
Vital last start.
Danny require 117.
Single 17, tops for 5-4.
77.
Felt
Look, you
like he
require
had to
108.
go into this or end this second session. Oh, tops. Well,
68.
he has the opportunity now
Danny
to
require
at
40.
least be 5-5.
Yeah. 3 clean darts for a 5-4 lead.
Game
And Noppert
shot the ninth leg.
is in
Danny
the red
Noppert.
bit.
10th leg is Luke to throw first. Game on.
Well, he had the escape with Littler missing tops himself.
100.
But the freeze is keeping cool.
$60. 57.
It's already been a dramatic afternoon session. Still to come, Johnny Clayton against Gerwyn Price. The old Welsh affair, replacing the final 4.
134.
Could well be the game of the afternoon, the final one.
134.
Just had a cracker, haven't we, between Wade and Cross that went the distance. This could be going the same way.
Somebody getting value for money this afternoon.
140.
Noppie's going to get a go here, but Littler is breathing right down the back of his neck.
180.
Leaves
Danny require 167.
Second favourite double 15.
91. Luke, you require 30.
Double 15. He split it. 2 10s. And that's why he splits it. He levels up. We've had 10 legs, and it's 5 apiece here in a race to 10. The defending champion's got his hands full with Danny Noppert. It's Littler 5, Noppert 5. defending champion Luke Littler levelling up the match with that double 10 checkout. He's not having it all his own way. The nuke, Danny Noppert, is getting stuck in, and it's 5 legs apiece. It is quarterfinals day, and already through. Josh Rock, the Northern Irishman, beat Krzysztof Ratajski by 10 legs to 7. James Wade won a cracker against Rob Cross, defeating him in the deciding leg. And still to come, Johnny Clayton against Gerwyn Price. 2 World Cup winning teammates going head to head as they chase down the UK Open title. The question is, will the defending champion be in that semi-final draw at the end of play this afternoon? Chris Mason, Danny Noppert's done everything that's been asked of him so far.
He has. I mean, of the 10 legs played, only 2 have required a 6th visit, and they both come from Danny. An 18-darter in leg 2, and a 16-darter in leg 9.
11 playing,
Luke's
it's
winning
Danny
legs.
to throw first.
15,
Game
13,
on.
15, 10, 15. They're playing at a very, very similar level, but the averages
55.
also back that up. Noppert 98.54, 103.57 for Littler. So when we say about a player averaging over 100, there's a perfect example there of being that one turn in front, because Noppert is needing on 2 of the 5 occasions that extra visit. Littler isn't.
Yeah. Well, Littler is looking, well, for perfection. He had a 10 earlier.
140.
But he's also looking for a breaker throw and to go in front in the match for the very first time. And that's the problem that Noppert's got. Noppert's done nothing wrong.
No.
But he's going to find himself in arrears quite quickly.
I think in the legs that he's had darts at, he's hit them, hasn't he? I mean, they're identical in that department, finishing both on 5 from 11, 45%.
140. Look, it requires 54.
Tops needed.
The
Tops delivered, and the nuke hits the front for the first time.
Luke to throw first. Game on.
Puts him a leg up, doesn't
134.
Yeah.
By my reckoning, first time he's
44.
been a leg up.
140.
Well, the double in, he missed, bearing in mind that Littler missed his first 5 darts at a double. That tells you how good he's been since then.
128.
50%, 6 of 12. Barely missed thereafter.
57.
Feelings mutual.
58. Luke, you require 170.
Littler has left the big fish, but he's not going to get a chance to take it out.
58.
But he is going to get an opportunity to go 7-5 in front.
$101. Luke, you require
Smart stuff from
112.
Noppert. Treble 18 leaves tops.
92.
Snatchy on that one.
Danny, you require
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
170.
Well, this would be some way to level up the game, wouldn't it? He's not going to get the combo started. Starting to get a little bit out of
93.
control
Look,
for
it requires
Noppert at
20.
the moment. He was 3-0 up, remember.
Game shot on the 12th
Double
leg.
10 is hit.
Littler.
And it
First
is
he
now
plays Danny
3
to
legs
throw
on the spin.
first.
And
Game
Luke
on.
Littler, the defending champion, is starting to get some speed as he approaches the finishing line.
100.
Yeah, he's won 4 of the last 5 has Luke.
is Danny Noppert.
Yeah, he's sustaining a level, but it's just off of the littler pace, isn't it?
Yeah. He's just putting in a burst now, isn't he? A scoring burst. He's creating chances, he's taking them. Not over yet, though.
Far from it.
131. 60. Danny require 130.
Right. That's a great start. Options now. And it's going to be the bull then to halve the deficit.
105.
A couple of millimetres off target.
161.
Yeah, it's right on the money, that. That is. So's that. That's how you hit the ball. A wry smile from his opponent, and yeah, lovely sign of respect.
Game on.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah, that's what he's got in the locker. It's just, and that's why he's world champ, world number one. I mean, look, he's just going through the gears in front of our very eyes.
140.
2 visits there, or 2 darts. One just the wrong side of the wire, and that's it.
Yep.
The leg's gone.
Yep.
Look at those numbers. He's getting better session by session. Little Noppert's giving him everything he's got, but at the minute it's not enough.
140.
Well, he spent the last 2 years building up a haul of trophies, hasn't he? A haul of titles. Now he's setting about defending them all. He defended the Worlds, and he's looking to defend here as well.
136.
3-6 not going to go here. But he's going to be coming back on top. Noppert 98 got to go.
Yeah, and he's forcing Noppert to find 12 dart legs.
12.
74.
That would have been
If you
4
require
12 darts.
40.
Now then. Well.
No score.
He's human.
Danny required 24.
Danny Noppert coming back. The crowd roaring him on here. This is for a breaker throw as well.
Going on the 40
to admire
flag,
it.
Danny Noppert.
13 dart break of throw.
15 flag is Danny to throw first. Game on.
No treble though. The Noppy. Look at that. On a pinhead.
Yeah.
180.
Such accuracy and grouping.
57.
Well, there's another perfect dart. Well, he's on a 9 against the man who's had a 9.
Anything you can do, pal.
He's had the 161, and now he's looking at a 141. This would raise the roof here in Minehead. Right in the middle, but that one is not, and he is furious with himself. Furious.
101.
Well, we could see another 10.
A round of applause from a capacity crowd here.
60. Looking required 40.
Well, is it going to be a second 10 dart leg? No, it's not.
It's
going to be an 11 dart break in response.
60
Team Littler
is Luke to throw first.
nearly there.
Game on.
For a another semi-final appearance.
Well, he's had a 10, an 11, a 12, a 13, a 14 and a 50.
96.
Just needs to get a 9. It's the full card.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be critical, Chris, but come on.
96.
There it is, look at that. A 10 and 2 11s. In 8 legs.
58.
Noppert, credit to him, a 13 darter of his own, his second of the game. High quality stuff. But sadly, when you're playing the world #1 in this kind of form, high quality doesn't get it done.
No, it doesn't. Just a little G'ing himself up
96.
there. Mouth, come on. He knows this is. He's got to put him away.
138.
From Noppert. Not given up just yet. Well,
91. Danny require 167.
we're seeing a spot of showboating potentially here. Well, he might not get a go. He will get a go.
Well, it's the right play for him, the way he hits the treble 20s. And he does like top, so to seal the deal.
79.
Break a throw, makes 9-7, a hold 9-8. Could all become a little bit twitchy.
It could, and that's a brilliant first start for Noppert. Well, this you feel has got to be hit.
58.
Look at the wire, so close again for Noppert. Double 11 to win it. And double 11 is hit, and Luke Littler, determined to hang on to his UK Open title, has seen off the freeze Danny Noppert. Noppert was good, very good in fact. Just missed a couple of key darts, and he was made to pay. The champion is through in 03 of our final 4. Rock, Wade and Littler are there, but who will join them? Clayton or Price, they're coming up next, but the champ is through.